Hello, you are on the Deacon Kirby YouTube channel and you're watching my review of Bobby Jones Gospel. The farewell season of Bobby Jones Gospel, 35th and final season. And who was the guest on this edition of Bobby Jones? The Nelson brothers. That is Jason and Jonathan Nelson. You had a jazz musician named Kirk Whalum. You had none other than Tasha Cobbs, and last but not least, Doanld Lawrence. Let me take you to the start of the show. At the start and opening of the show, you had Bobby Jones singing, along with the Nashville Super Choir, and the background was the Ascension Dancers in the background dancing, and Doanld Lawrence. And there was a medley of songs, and I would have to say this is one of the great episodes of this farewell season. Because of the song start off in the beginning. It was Doanld Lawrence and they were singing songs and they went off into ad lib, and Doanld Lawrence and a lady that used to be on Bobby Jones a lot of times, they start singing and they ad lib and just giving praising Dr. Bobby Jones for the good works he have done, and for appreciation. Give him his flowers while he can smell them now. The Nelson brothers, they was on Bobby Jones and they did a duet. And you know what? I cannot recall. They probably did, but I just don't recall seeing them on TV doing a duet together. They probably did. But whether they did before or didn't do it before, they were great. And I can guarantee you that the Nelson brothers made Mother Nelson proud. Not even that. Father Nelson was proud. I bet their sister, the sister Nelson, she was proud. Grandpa Nelson, Grandma Nelson, Uncle Nelson, Aunt Nelson, Cousin Nelson, all the Nelson family was watching. They was probably proud of Jason and Jonathan, how they owned the stage. And like Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolate. You don't know what you're going to get. Also like the song that Jonathan, he entered the show and he sung a song called Anything Can Happen, and that's exactly what happened. This guy named John Blair, no, not John Blair, his name Kirk Whalum. Kirk Whalum is a jazz musician, and he just did instrumental. You don't have to have singing. He just played his saxophone, and that is what's great about Bobby Jones. It is diverse with many different people can showcase their talent on Bobby Jones Gospel. Now, when I said John Blair, it wasn't John Blair. It's some new artist. His name is he was booked as a new artist, and his name is John Plair. That's last name is Plair. If you replace the P with an F, you could say he was related to Ric Flair. Okay, that went over somebody's head anyway. Then you had a group of women, about 5 of them on stage, and they tore it up. They were called Free Spirit, and they sang a song called Answer Prayer. God Will Answer Prayer. They were awesome. I love them sisters. They were phenomenal. Bobby Jones did a Bobby Jones classic, showing the old footage of a Bobby Jones Gospel. And Bobby Jones was wearing this white hat, and I said, wow, Bobby Jones is killing in that white hat. He needs to put that white hat back on. That hat looked nice on him. But Bobby Jones get all the artists, and they sit across the stage, and he was talking to them. And, they usually give great, wonderful comments to Bobby Jones, give him his flowers while he can smell them. And that's exactly what they did. I love what Tasha Cobbs said, how Bobby Jones was very influential inside television. How, around her peers when growing up, kids would go to school and all that, and they meet up and they say, well, you just see this happen on this station on MTV, 106 in Park and all that other stuff. And this artist was on here and that artist was there. But said Bobby Jones Gospel was so important, you could say, well, I was watching Bobby Jones when Doanld Lawrence was on Bobby Jones. And they would know what you was talking about, because that's how important Bobby Jones was to television. He still is to television. And Doanld Lawrence, Doctor. I'm just playing with him. Doctor Don Lawrence, he gave his sermon. Well, he gave his remarks about Bobby Jones, and he went on the topic of that life. Bobby Jones paved the way, gave him, opened up doors for that life. So you can go on Twitter, on all your other social medias, and hashtag that life, hashtag Doanld Lawrence. You know what she's talking about. Anyway, that is all I got for today's Bobby Jones gospel review for his farewell season. And when this thing ends and they show the last taping of the farewell season, it's gonna be sad when you're not gonna see no more new episodes and new artists. But the memory will linger on still. That has been your Deacon Kirby Bobby Jones review. Say to your neighbor, are you about that life? All right. How much Down Lawrence? Okay. Wonderful Savior. See you.